Okay, so for number 6, we had a 5x plus 4y equals 12, and a 3x plus 8y equals negative 32. To graph, get y by itself, right? So I do that first. So I'm going to subtract 3x and divide by 8 for the blue one. Remember to divide everything by 8. Here subtract 5x and divide by 4. Everything gets divided by 4. Some of us are forgetting that point, that step. Okay, any questions on that step? So that's what we're going to do when we have to do it graphically. We're going to get y by itself, and we're going to graph both lines on one graph and look for a point of intersection. Okay? So positive 3 is my y-intercept. That's this number. And negative 5/4 is my m, my slope. So from there, I go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 4. Or if I wanted to go up 5, just go left 4. One of them has to be negative. Okay, and then we'll connect those dots to make our line, right? For the blue one, negative 4 is our y-intercept, our b value. And from there, I'm going to go down 3, rise negative 3 down, and run a positive 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa! What'd you see? X marks the spot, right? That's where they're going to meet. You guys see that? Do I need to go further? No. So that point is 8, negative 7. Okay? So when you have to do it graphically, draw the 2 lines and label that point of intersection. Okay? I missed it. It wasn't very good, was it? Okay? But that's what we want, right? Use a straight edge. Don't do it freehand like I did. Okay? You'll have you'll have a little graph on your answer sheet when we have this, so you can find that right spot. Okay? Questions? All right. So, same problem. But we're going to do it as substitution. Okay? So, this one, when we do substitution, I told you what? Joey, you with me? Okay, so what did we do on substitution? What's the first step?
You get x or y by itself.
Good. Does it matter which one?
Nope.
No. Your choice, right? What was a little trick I told you to make things easier for you? Look for...
Things without, like other numbers.
Yeah. Look for no coefficients, right? But this one, they all got coefficients, right? So the reason we look for ones without a coefficient, that way we don't have to work with fractions. This one, we're going to have to work with fractions. So we're not going to be able to avoid it. So, Sully, which one of these variables do you want to get alone? Your choice.
Go with subtract 4y.
You want to get this x by itself? Okay. Oops, minus 4y. And then we got to divide by 5. So that's what x equals, negative 4/5 y plus 12/5. Okay, so this is what x equals. I need to go and substitute it into the other equation for x, because that's what x equals. Make sure you go to the other one, or whatever letter you got alone on the first one. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is going to be 3 times, and then it's negative 4/5 x plus 12/5. And then plus 8y equals negative 32. Everything else is the same. The only thing that changes is that x becomes whatever you said x equals. Odd.
Wouldn't it be negative 4/5 y?
Yes, I messed up. Thanks for catching that. That should be, and that's something that we do sometimes. Okay? We change our x's and y's. So don't do that. Okay? So I'm going to do what with that 3? Distribute, right? So negative 12y, or 12/5. You only multiply the 3 times the numerator. The 5 stays 5, the denominator. And then 3 times 12 is 36/5 plus 8y. So I saw some of you going 3 times 4 and 3 times 5. It's only the top. You know, that's like 3/1, right? So you go 3 times 4 and 1 times 5. Okay? Combine like terms and take the 36/5 to the other side. Okay, so 8/1 is how many fifths? What do I got to multiply 1 by to get there? 5. So what's 8 times 5? 40. Okay? So what's 12/5 plus 40/5? There's my 12/5. 52/5. So that's my y. 52/5 y. Again, all I did was change 8/1 to 40/5, so I could add those two fractions. If you want to just put it in your calculator as 12/5 plus 8, you can do that. 12/5 in parentheses plus 8. Hit the math button and enter twice. There's your 52/5. Okay? What do I do with the 32? Well, we can just do that on the calculator if you want. Negative 32. Here's your negative sign down here. Minus, your fraction is in parentheses, 36/5. It's going to give you a decimal. Hit math. Enter, enter. So it's negative 196/5. 32 times 5 is 160. So what's 160 and 36? 196. You still get the same thing if you did it my way. Okay? Now, how do I get rid of the 52/5? Sully, don't zone out. What's the way, what do we say many weeks? We do reciprocal, yeah. 5 50-seconds. What happens to the 5s? They cancel, right? 5s and 52s cancel. 5s cancel. So what's negative 196? Divided by 52. That's not right.
3.7.
What did I do wrong? Autumn.
You didn't put the negative on negative 12. Go up, go up, go up. When you distribute it, it should be negative 12.
Why?
Because 3 times negative 4 is negative 12.
She got
Why didn't you catch me earlier?
I tried to say something no one listened.
Sorry, Autumn, I didn't hear you. Okay, get a new math teacher. So, where am I at now?
You need to start.
All right, so negative 12. So this is minus. So negative, what's 40 minus 12?
28.
28. So instead of 52, I should have 28. We're just right here. Okay. All right. So we said it was 28 fifths, right? Instead of 52 fifths. Correct? 40 minus 12, 28. Okay, and what was this? Negative 196 over 5, right? Times 5/28. So it's negative 196 divided by 28. Sorry about that. There's our negative 7. 4, 1. Now what? Plug it in where? One of them. It doesn't matter now. Okay? So you want to do this one with the fractions or one of the originals? Okay, let's do an original one. Let's just do the blue one. 3x plus 8 times negative 7. Which is negative 56. Yeah, 24. 8. Isn't that what we got before? So when we did it graphically, we got 8 negative 7, right? And when we did it by substitution, we got 8 negative 7. Okay, so that was tough substitution-wise because there was a bunch of fractions. Okay? On the test or quiz, there'll be at least one variable that has no number in front. When you have to do substitution. Okay? So we don't run into that. All right, do it again. So we got 5x plus 4y equals 12. No, we haven't done elimination yet.
Oh.
And 3x plus 8y is negative 32. Okay, what did I tell you to make sure of first for this one? Everything's lined up. Is everything lined up?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Hunter.
Yeah.
Next thing is what?
Get one of the values the same.
Right, what do you mean by value?
The number in front of the x.
Right, number in front of the x or number in front of the y?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But what's the easier one to get together this time? The y's. Why is the y's easier?
Just do times 2.
Just doing the top by 2, right?
Yeah.
If you do the x's, you gotta do the top by 3 and the bottom by 5. You gotta do 2 things, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay to do it that way though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your choice on it. But to save yourself some time, I would do the y's because you only have to multiply the top. by 2. What's 2 times 5? What's 2 times 4? And 2 times 12? Okay? Now, here's where some of us are making a mistake. This is important. I told you when the signs are the same, you're supposed to do what? Subtract. And when the signs are different, add. All right? You guys are all good with that. Okay? What signs am I looking at? Am I looking at the signs of the 10 and the 3, the 8 and the 8, or the 32 and the 24? The 8 and the 8. Don't worry about the other ones. Just the ones you're going to eliminate. Joey?
Do you have to put like the 3x on the bottom of the 10x?
No, you don't have to. It doesn't matter what order.
Doesn't matter?
No.
What if you like subtracting them?
Still doesn't matter.
No?
Yeah, you'll just get your signs and it'll still work out the same way.
Alright.
That's a good question. Any other questions? So, since the 8s have the same sign, I'm going to subtract. That's everything gets subtracted.
Yeah.
Some of you, I think, were looking at each one individually and saying, well, these were the same, I subtract those the same, I subtract, but these were different, so I should add these. Once you decide what you're going to do, you do that for all of them. That's where some of us were making a mistake. So I want to make clear we understand that. We good on that now? Okay. So what's 3 minus 10? Negative 7. What's 8 minus 8? They cancel, eliminate, right? What's a negative 32 minus 24? Negative 56. Where we mess up sometimes, if that was a negative 24, we're going minus a negative, then we end up doing what? Add. So that's where you got to pay attention to, when you have the minus and negative. So when I divide negative 7 into negative 56, I get x is positive 8, which we knew that was supposed to be the answer, right? Because we've already done this problem twice already. And then what do I do to finish up?
Plug it in.
Plug it in. Does it matter?
Nope.
No. Let's just do this 5x plus 4y. So 5x plus 4y equals 12. 5 times 8 is 40, so I'm going to subtract it. So I get 4y is negative 28. And we get y is negative 7 again. Which, again, we knew that's what we're supposed to get, right? Okay, so going over that problem, does that help?
Yeah.
Procedure-wise, do we understand the procedure? That's the main thing. We're going to make mistakes once in a while, like I did, right? Positive or negative sign, okay? We try to eliminate those careless mistakes, but we do sometimes. But do we understand each method now? Has that helped?
Yeah.
Any questions? We're okay? We feel confident? Okay. So I'm not going to give you any homework tonight. Okay? Tomorrow we'll, no. Tomorrow we're going to do the next section, which is some more graphing. Okay? But you guys had a good effort these last 2 days. Thank you for your good effort. All right? Tomorrow we'll get back to work again.
Gail, what are you finding? What's she finding?
Gail, what